doing. Congratulations. You guys did an amazing job. I know Misfit Legion is on our way as well. Nat, do you want to make any announcements about anything? Okay. Yeah, sure. So I just want to congratulate you guys. And I know a lot of people are working really hard right now. So that is the point of this call, is to keep up that hustle mentality, to close out the year strong, but also to open our year really strong. This business it's important to never let off the gas, I guess. That's kind of the point. So we want to kind of give you that mindset tonight. Closing out the year, but like starting it out really strong as well. So Nat, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, sorry, I was having technical difficulties.
That's okay.
Hi, what are we doing, recognition?
Yeah, just shouting some people out, teams out for Elite.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kelsey Smith and Team Simply Beautiful hit Elite, or will officially hit Elite tomorrow. So congratulations to you guys. That is so awesome. Second year in a row. Powerhouses. I know, who else are we reckoning? Ashley Murray is going to become a diamond coach tomorrow. I know that we have some emeralds to be in the making. So incredible job. We have some lifetime diamond. We're pushing for the bonus at the end of the one more week. So Tiffany Testa, Kylie Goldstein, Jessica Brown, amazing job. Who from Simply Beautiful, Erica, and I don't know who else. Stacy just regained, right? Okay, so
and Emily hit last night.
Awesome, Emily. Congratulations. Like, I can't even keep up right now because our team is just on fire. So seriously, you guys should be so proud of yourselves and how much you've pushed and worked in these last couple weeks. And yeah, I'm just really excited for what's to come in the new year. Congrats.
I will say, backing off of that I just am excited. Hold on, I'm just gonna mute some lines. I don't know if I can. Guys, just make sure you're muted, just because it can be hard to hear sometimes. But I know that I will say from my standpoint that I think it goes to show like what happens when we all put our backs against the wall. And I know Kelsey talked about this, and guys, that's what we should be approaching every single day. Like, so I don't want to waste any more time, and I'm going to go ahead and get into some content, and then Erica's going to close it out with kind of our new year vision and goals. But I wanted to give you guys some action items to take away tonight, to put into practice and to put into action. So we know there's a huge launch going on. We know people are starting to check out a little bit for Christmas, but we have the option to not check out, basically. What your customer base, your coaches, people that are following you on social media, they'll check out if you check out. So I really want you guys to remember that you have the option in your mind to decide, am I going to keep, doing what's best for my business, or am I just going to kick up my feet? So I want you guys tonight to think about, what is it that you want out of 80-Day Obsession? So I know we've been like sharing transformation stories and talking about the weight loss that's been going on, but I really want you guys to figure out, like, what is it that I personally want out of 80-Day Obsession? And it doesn't just have to be weight loss. It doesn't have to be about your body. It could be about, what is your goal or vision for 2018? And how is this, mental transformation that you're going to go through going to help you do that? And I know for me personally, like, I'm not just excited. I'm also kind of scared. I'm very, very scared. We've never done anything like this before. So don't feel like you have to be all like gung-ho and excited all the time, and you can't let that guard down a little bit and be like, listen, I'm a little scared. I've never done anything like this before. Here's what I'm worried about, because but show them how you're going to overcome that. That's how you're going to attract people that want to attack a challenge like this as well. So there's no better time. I know you might think like, oh, I just keep sharing it, no one's maybe listening. There is no better time than right now to literally, I don't want to say exhaust, because I feel like that's kind of negative, but to just put it out there every single day in every way, because people are going to start thinking about they already are. They're just not telling you yet. They're thinking about their 2018 goals. They just probably haven't reached out to you yet. They're watching you. So a way to create some urgency with that. I know I have been telling people, like, even if they're, saying like, I can't do it till after Christmas, or I can't do it till this date. I mean, how many of you, like, raise your hand if you're being told like, not right now, not right now, not right now, right? So the whole point of this topic is to not look at that in a negative way, but be prepared to capitalize on that. So my urgency that I'm creating in conversations is, that's awesome. Like, that's cool. And I'm totally going to be here for you. But I really want to help you understand that getting set up any later than December 31st is really just making it harder on you than it has to be. Because this is not a program that they get 3 days before they start it, right? Like, it's just not. You really want to stress to them that, like, we have these prep groups opening up. So for example, if they if they order on December 31st, they're getting their stuff just in time for prep, basically that following week. So paint that picture for them that they're helping themselves by getting set up earlier rather than later. And then also, you know, I saw somebody say this in a post today, that our group is going to fill fast because of this New Year's hype. Tell people that you're only accepting 10 people, and then accept 20 when you have 20 people join you, right? But Carl said this before, show people that people are interested and that they better get on board now before it's too late, because there is a lot of hype in the new year about reaching your fitness goals. And then I put this here too, that you don't have to push, but be precise about asking them when they're going to sign up. So like if somebody has told me, you know, I can't do it till after Christmas, I'm like, that's cool. What's the date that I should reach out to you so we can get you set up? And that's just creating kind of like that expectation that they're going to hear from you on that certain day. And I feel like that's really important. It's okay to ask somebody when you can follow up with them. You know, like it's okay, because that shows them like, oh, okay, they care. You know, they're going to be there for me when I'm ready, not just when they're ready. So make sure, you know, if you're getting the not right nows right now, to be clear on, okay, well, when's a good time? Or, you know, something like that, and really get that set in stone. So another thing is, be careful of the terms that you guys are using. Again, like I feel like I talk about this all the time, but it is so important to not put the names of things specifically sometimes in your posts. First of all, Facebook is literally taking you out of news feeds. So I don't know if you guys know that or not, but Facebook is cracking down in every way possible. And if they see any word that relates to any type of marketing company or sales company or anything of that nature, they're taking you out of news feeds, because they want you to pay for your marketing. Even though I know you're not doing it in a salesy way typically, like I know that this team doesn't do that, but still just be really, really careful about how you're talking about things. And then also, you know, kind of a way to create that curiosity around a test group, I'm calling it an exclusive group. Something where you're mentored by the trainer herself, time nutrition that takes the guesswork out, 80 different workouts. And I read this statistic on Christina Delgado's blog about this program. Guys, if you add up in hours how much it would be to get personally trained by someone, 80 different workouts, it's like $11,000 total. Crazy, right? Really blow up that this is 80 different workouts. Everybody loves the idea of having a personal trainer, right? We have a personal trainer in our living room. So kind of utilize that and make that kind of the point of the test group. And then a couple ways, like if you're kind of worried, well, how do I, you know, keep interest during the holidays? People are checked out. They probably don't want to hear about my fitness. They don't care. And the thing is like, you might think that, but again, that's you projecting your thoughts on your audience. So whatever you find to be valuable right now, they'll find to be valuable. So it's great that we have these 5 workouts up until Christmas, because there's no reason why you can't share your consistency up until Christmas. And I know if it were me wanting to start my fitness journey, I would definitely go talk to the girl who was consistent all the way up, you know, even on Christmas. So think about those things. Is like, you might not have 45,000 likes, but eyes are watching you. People are watching you right now. So show them that they are the coach that you should come to. And a really great way to do that as well is on your Instagram stories. So talk about how you're talking to people. Screenshot conversations of people who are saying yes, or who are even saying not right now, but you're even like excited about that, because that's okay. And then also, like, another thing too is continue to share your superfoods, continue to share your family. This is a really great time to talk about the other things that are important to you and the other things that people might have in common with you as well. talk about what it means to you to be home on Christmas and what this business means to you around this time of year. And then, sorry if I'm going fast. I don't want to take up too much time. And then also, guys, this is kind of like the huge point. You have to get organized with your lists. So I don't want you to wake up on December 26th and be like, who do I talk to? Like, what do I do? There's, oh my gosh. The point of this is like to wake up. I'm not saying not work till December 26th. Keep planting seeds, keep showing up. But I don't want you guys to wake up on December 26th and be like, I don't know who to talk to, because you're not going to take advantage of that golden 5 days, the 26th through the 31st. It is like an epic time where everyone's like, crap, like I need to get my goals in order. And you can be the person that's creating that urgency for them and also that's there for them. So a couple things that I'm doing is I've noticed that I do better with like the people that I'm actively talking to do it handwritten wise. And then the people that I'm like, I've already signed up or my all access people, I keep those in like an Excel sheet. So I can just go in and copy and paste the emails really quick. But for example, I have like a list. I just took a whole sheet of paper and wrote down every single name that I've been talking to recently from every single list. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a dot beside people that have like verbally committed and said, I'm in, on this date, etc. And then I know like, who do I need to go talk to immediately on the 26th? Who do I need to follow up with maybe by the 30th? So get yourself prepared now. Get those names down there and also kind of like take a little bit of pressure off yourself by knowing and seeing in front of you that you have options. There are people to help, because I think sometimes like what we do is we get stuck in our head thinking there's no one. And then when you just put it down on a sheet of paper, you're like, oh, holy crap, I have so many people to help. This is awesome. So get organized now with your list and really understand what each name means and what each person's game plan is. And then the last little thing I'll touch on is how to utilize your Instagram stories right now. So I am today, for example, I did like the sneak peek of 80-Day Obsession. I did some workout videos. And then I put on there, are you in now or do you want to talk after Christmas? So this is giving me, I'm literally writing those names down too. If they put after Christmas, then they're getting a message on the 26th. And kind of like that's a way for us to give them the option, because that's probably what most people are going to do. If they say yes right now, then you get to start a conversation with them. And you should be doing that anyway. I mean, we should be showing up and doing our vital behaviors anyway. But this just, again, like gives you that extra like lump sum of people that you already know are interested. And then you can go reach out to them on the 26th. Another thing to do on the stories is your workout. Always share some of your workout. Share a part of your workout every day. It doesn't have to be a video, but share that you're doing it. Share that you're consistent. Share your Shakeology. Like, put a beautiful photo of your Shakeology right before you crush your Christmas dinner. Like, show people you're for real. Like, don't just, put it on your social media. But this is a way to, like, cast your life on them in such a big, impactful way. And show your dedication on your Instagram stories. So I actually love how Amy Silverman will sometimes be like, thank you for your patience. Thank you for, like, waiting on me. If you're in my inbox, like, I'm coming to you. Kind of like showing people like, hey, people want to work with me. Like, I'm a dedicated business owner, but I also, have to respect my time and be with my family. But let people know, like, I'm here for you. I'm going to talk to you during this time. I'm getting there. I'm getting back to you on the 26th or whatever the case may be. But it kind of shows them like, oh, like, she's sought after. You might have one person in your inbox, but you're sought after. Okay. Like, show people that, like, build yourself up a little bit in that sense that you are the person that they should work with. And then I do just want to touch on this to kind of segue into Erica, because I know she's talking about the end of the year or the beginning of the year and setting your 2018 vision. And I listened to this podcast today that was kind of about what's the worst that could happen. And it just was so like impactful. So I want you guys to think about this. I'm going to kind of go into this and then segue it to Erica, but I want you guys to I want to break this down for you. So when it comes to like our vital behaviors, right? So what's the worst thing that could happen when you show up and invite somebody, right? Or you show up and do your workout, or you post on social media? You might get some backlash, you might get judged, you might get rejected, you might get told no. That's not really the worst case though, right? I mean, is that what you guys would say you build up in your mind? I mean, can I see a show of hands? Like, the worst thing that could happen every day when we show up to our business is being rejected. That's pretty much it. But what if you looked at that as like, that's the door being opened? That's actually not the worst case scenario. That's just another opportunity for you to share more with them. Because anytime someone objects you, it actually gives you more of a chance to dig a little bit deeper with them. The worst case scenario to not showing up and doing your vital behaviors is not reaching that person that could become the next top 10 coach. Not reaching that person that is depressed and at their wit's end, and literally like you could save their life. It could mean that you didn't reach that person who needs the extra $100 or $200 right now. Like, I was talking to my coach the other day and I'm like, think about how important consistency is. If I wouldn't have showed up on the day that you decided to coach, would you be here? Like, think about that. And that's how quickly like choosing to show up and choosing not to show up can change the destiny of a lot of things. And then kind of on a bigger scale, like, what is the worst that could happen when it comes to going for your wildest dreams, your biggest goals? Like taking this business and just crushing it and running with it, because every single person on this call has the same opportunity. In fact, on January 1st, everyone's business centers get wiped clean. Not like your actual business center, but your points and elite points and what you rank in the company. Yeah, and look what we did in just these last couple weeks. So what do you really have to lose when it comes to going for your wildest dreams, right? Maybe sacrifice, taking a little more time, putting in a little more work, falling on your face a couple times. I've had some failures in the last couple weeks. I've cried a little bit. More investment in yourself, more investment in your business. The only way to fail in this business is sending in that coach cancellation form. That's literally the only way to fail, because then you just genuinely don't have a business anymore. That's the only way that you can actually fail. So what's like really the worst case? It's having something in our hands. Like I said, we all have this equal opportunity here. Nobody has more chance than anybody else because it's all up to us. It's all up to you. The worst case is having this opportunity, having this vehicle, and not making your wildest dreams come true because you didn't try. Like, you have the business in your hands to create that savings that you want, to pay off your student loans, to be home with your kids someday, to bring your husband or your boyfriend home and not have him work as much, to give back to the world in a way that you could never, ever imagine. So what if those things actually came true? The worst case scenario is you not going for them and you not trying like with every bone in your body. That is the worst case scenario. It's not dropping rank or failing or, losing out on something or somebody rejecting you or coaches quitting or your friends and family not understanding and questioning you and people judging you. Those things don't matter. What the worst case scenario is you not going after what you want, going after your wildest dreams, because you have what you need to make it happen. So I'll just pass it to you, Erica.
All right. That was awesome. Thank you. I took some notes too. I am ready to go. Like Mackenzie said, you can take this next week, 2 weeks, either way. You can sit back and say, it's going to be hard and I'm going to let it be hard, like I personally have for 3 months. Or you can take control of the week tonight. What I've been doing this week has been a lot different than what I had been doing in the past few weeks, and I already feel so much better. So what I wanted to talk to you guys tonight is, Kelsey asked us to pick a word for our 2018. And I sat back and really thought about this. I don't know about you, but I am horrible at filling out questionnaires about myself, like making goals and typing things. I normally like send a paragraph, send it in, call it quits, and never look at it again. I do it because, you know, it's on my to-do list and I check it off. Which, speaking of that, she sent me a text. If you have not filled out your vision, please get that done. If you're on Team Simply Beautiful. So that way she can get them ready for 2018. But I sat back and thought about my word. And last year at this time, I made a video to myself about waking up elite at the end of the year. I had absolutely no clue why I wanted it, other than that sounds pretty cool. Like, yeah, some people could do it. Halfway through the year, I completely forgot that was even my goal, to be very honest with you. I said it because it sounded cool, and that was not enough to drive me to do it. So when I sat down to think of my word, the first thing that popped into my head was reality and setting realistic goals. So my word for the year is reality. And I put it as my background that Kelsey sent. And I feel inspired by that because I know I'm going to have a baby in March, and I'm not going to expect myself to be 5-star by March. Like, that's not realistic. But being 5-star by the end of the year is also realistic. That could happen if I choose to do that. So instead of just writing out 2018 goals because they sound cool, seriously take some time to think about what do you want from the year. And then your goals will align. So I kind of did the form in reverse a little bit. Normal me is like, okay, I want this title and I'm going to do this and that. What I did this year was this week, I decided to think about, what do I want out of the year? Not even just Beachbody related. What do I want out of this year? I don't want credit card debt at the end of it. I don't want huge hospital bills that I can't pay for. I don't want the list goes on, and we each have our own things that we want. And then I thought about, how can I make those happen? Okay, I can make it happen by setting business goals that are realistic. Not at the end of the year, I'm going to wake up elite. Now, when I laid out my goals, when I hit them and lined them up, my goal technically is elite again for 2018, but it doesn't look like that. It's not, I'm going to hit elite, yay. It's, I'm going to be 1-star by the time my baby comes. I'm going to be 2-star by Summit. I'm going to be 3-star by October, 4-star by Thanksgiving, 5-star by the end of the year. Things like that, so I can truly check them off my list as they happen. 1-star is, for most of us, in our control. If you have a spouse account, I've been there with my spouse account. I've been there with 3 other people. I've hit it a couple different times, but it's in my control. So I could get it sloppy again next week or the first of the year. But instead of making a goal like that, I want to set a realistic goal that's concrete that I know I can reach. So when you're typing up your vision, even if you've done this, guys, take a step back. The next thing I'm going to challenge you to do is, I have this plain white binder, which I'll probably find some way to make it not look like this, but print it out and put it somewhere where you will see it daily. If you've heard Kelsey talk before, she posts her stuff everywhere. I don't do that. I have nothing in this room that says elite. Not one thing. Actually, that might be a lie. It's in very small writing over there on a vision board that I made at Natalie's retreat a long time ago that has not been updated since then. That was over a year ago, okay? That is my problem. I don't visualize it. I think it would be cool if. And that's the part that has to go. If you want something bad enough, you will go after it. I didn't want elite bad enough. I couldn't envision it. I couldn't see myself getting that call from corporate or having flowers show up at my house. Because could I really do that? Like me? But this year, I'm not going to look at it as this big scary thing that I could or couldn't do. I'm breaking it down to little things that I know I can do. And then the big picture will come. And by hitting those business goals, again, my life goals are going to naturally check off the list. So I started with my life goals that really weren't Beachbody related. and thought, how can I master that? So vision board is on my to-do list for this. I'm on Christmas break now. So vision board is on there. A huge piece that I'm just going to be very honest with, suck at in this business is personal development. I listen as I drive in my car, which is more than I was doing. But I tend to stare out the window or whatever, get off into La La Land. So I am kicking off workbook, which I've done this before, partially, but I'm doing this full out because I think I need to put my pen to the paper. I need to really show myself that I can do this and visualize it every morning. So making your 2018 goals can't just be all of a sudden, I'm going to be 1 star. You have to break that down into, okay, I said I want to be 1 star by March. Now I need to look at January to March. Okay, personal development is something that I'm not great at. How every day am I going to put that in my schedule? It can't just be that big end of the year goal. We have to break it up into those sections and then mark it off each day. So I'm going to do my schedule, especially for January, but I'm going to sit down at the beginning of each month. And last year some of us did roadmaps each month, and then we stopped. And to be very honest with you, when I did the roadmap, it was late. Your month is laid out for you. You say what you want to do, you go and do it, and you check it off. You don't make it like, oh my gosh, I can't hit Success Club. Success Club is so far away. You do this, this, and this daily. Success Club's going to happen. Income's going to come. All those things are going to just fall into place. But we forget to do those daily actions. Then our big goal will never happen. Just like I am ending the year the exact same spot that I started it at. Why? Because I looked at my big goal as something that couldn't happen. All right. So break it down, shorten it up, and you can do it. I know I'm pumped. I am reading the comment. I am like, can it be 20? I don't want to rush away Christmas because I want to be with Christmas with my family. But I haven't been in the place that I'm in today in a long time. Last night, sorry. I Googled. One big thing on my vision board is public speaking scares the crap out of me. And last night I jumped into a Star Diamond call. I was tagged in it, and all of a sudden I was on it, and my hands were sweating so bad, but I did it. And that's something that's ready to go for next year. So you've got to just jump in, find those things that are going to make you excited about the business. Cause I think it's easy to get excited when you start, and then it's easy to fall off because you forgot to post one day. And then you're like, do people even see me anymore? Oh, I kind of quit for a few weeks. Now I'm coming back. And it'd be easier just to stop. No, you've got to show up for yourself and hit those things. There's 7 minutes remaining. Does anybody have any questions or comments or anything they're doing that might sound different than what we've said to get you ready for this awesome year?
Does anyone want to declare their word?
Yeah, I like that too.
I want to share that my word this year was responsibility. And I still to this day, it was a scary board to choose because it wasn't learn how to do the dishes and keep your house clean type of responsibility, but more so take responsibility, kind of like Erica said, for your life and where your world is and for what you want, and show up for that. So that really impacted me in a lot of ways through a lot of hard times, to just take responsibility and take ownership and move forward. These are so cool. Tenacity, believe, speak, action. Yeah, I have to think about mine too, Natalie. Confidence. These are awesome, you guys. Focus. Love that. These are great.
I love it too. And then Kelsey made this simple graphic, and it's already the background on my phone. and I'm a visual person, but my background on my phone has just been like nothing for a few months. And for the literally first half of the year, my background said elite. And then the second half of the year, I don't know why I changed it. And then it just kind of went. So I changed my front background to Patrick and I at Summit with our recognition stuff on. And I know if I don't hit the goals that I have set, then we won't have those medals next year because you don't get them if you don't move forward. Just make it visual and then make it happen, because totally can. I'm reading these too.
Yeah, I'm thinking hard on my word too, guys. I need a dictionary. All right, well, I feel inspired. I hope you guys take this and, like Natalie said, like, she's get yourself to a place where you can get to work. Like, if you need to sit down and make a list, make the list. If you need to sit down and figure out a social media schedule for the next 7 days since you're traveling and family is going to be crazy, do that. Do whatever you need to do to, like, bring yourself, like, some calm, focus, business owner, CEO attitude, and put that CEO hat on and get to work for the rest of the year. You will feel so much better. Just take some action. All right. You guys have any questions? We'll call it a night. What's your PD? Is that to me? I listen. I'm kind of all over the place because I swear I just struggle with, like, focus. At Erica, I'm going to tell you guys the Life Coach School podcast is insane. And I also just started reading Anxious for Nothing by Max Lucado. Or Lucado, I'm not sure. Erica, what's your PD?
I'm going to do the 21 Laws of Leadership workbook, the actual workbook, though, that has, like, questions that you fill out. I thought I had done half of it, but it looks like I've only done 20 pages of the 220 pages. So I definitely haven't done half.
I want to share something really quick too. This will be the last point about something Elizabeth Harkey said one time about personal development. And this was me for the last 3 or 4 months, like literally struggling mentally and expecting that, like, if I sit down and read this book, it's going to, like, shock me with this lightning bolt of, like, okay, it's all figured out now. That's really important to fuel your mind, you guys. But I also recommend finding something that keeps you feeling inspired and keeps you, like, feeling motivated, because it might not be a workout sometimes. It might be something else. It might be expressing yourself in journaling, writing, dancing around. That really helps me. Things like that, because sometimes, like, sitting down and reading a personal development book is not going to pull you out of that funk. Or, like, listening to a podcast might not pull you out of your funk. So find something that's your quick thing that is going to pull you out of that and change your energy immediately. So I found that to be super, super helpful. All right, guys. Well, Erica, thank you. This was incredible. I totally loved what you had to share. I'm really, really proud of this team. I am honored to call you guys teammates, and let's crush the rest of the year. All right.
Heck yeah. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Awesome. Bye, everybody.